Welcome to Spoop Squad, the podcast that watches horror films that go flop in the night. I'm Jared.
Hey, I'm Nick.
I'm Nathan. Come hang out in my basement.
Come and hang out in the basement.
Come spoop in my
We're in
basement.
Texas. You don't have a basement,
That's true. You could have a basement in Texas.
but you don't.
I don't. You can. It's my butthole.
Everything goes back to his butthole.
Come spoop in my butthole.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, let's get this episode started.
This is going to be great.
All right. So this episode we watched Ma on there's different.
Can you spell that out for us, just in
Yeah.
case?
M-A.
And?
M.A. I know why you look
Yeah.
that way. Your mama. Your
No.
mama.
Yeah, it's your ma. It's
Your ma.
ma.
Yeah.
Yo ma.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Thi-
it.
this-
Okay. Can we do this fucking episode?
Yeah, it's okay. So we watched a biopic
You know what? You're
about
right.
Yo Ma's life.
Jesus Christ.
This is not what the people are here for. They're here for their spoops. Let's give them their spoops.
Yeah, let's give them the spoops.
Okay.
All right, so this movie is from 2019. It's rated a 5.6 on IMDb. We watched it on Amazon Prime. You can also watch it on Hulu, I think.
Was there ever any doubt for anybody listening that we watched this
Yeah.
on Amazon Prime?
Amazon Prime. all the time.
Yeah, get that money, Bezos.
All right, hey, Nick, what about the budget?
Well, I didn't look it up today, Jared.
Well, let's just go ahead and pull back the curtain for everybody.
Yeah, just a little
Nick,
bit here. You see, before I did, Jared got it for me because he's so
because I'm on top
compassionate.
of it.
He's so caring. And it was $5 million US.
$5 million US.
I just wanted to make sure you guys were aware which currency we're discussing here.
Yeah, it's like
not-
real money, not monopoly
Yeah,
money.
not 5 million Bitcoin.
Not yet. Who knows? I don't know.
Who knows? Who does?
Those
know
could be
indeed?
worth something one day.
I mean, look, I'm very interested. I didn't check, but I didn't see like how much it grossed. So
You didn't lift its tail.
I didn't lift the tail. No, I didn't check the basement.
It's under the sauce.
It's under the sauce.
It's under the sauce.
All right, Nick, give us a synopsis.
I typed in Ma gross income and it pulled up Massachusetts.
You dumb piece of shit.
Like, how did you not know that was going to happen?
Dude, I don't remember all the fucking abbreviations for the states.
See, now I want to test you.
Yeah.
Again, the people are here for their spoops.
They are.
They
So
are
we
here
should
for
give 'em
spoops,
their
not
spoops.
for geography.
No,
All right,
we
go
could
ahead
do
and give
another
us a
podcast.
synopsis.
A lonely woman befriends a group of teenagers and decides to let them party at her house. Just when the kids think their luck couldn't get any better, things start happening that make them question the intent of their host. I mean, this is one of the more accurate synopses that we've read.
That's pretty good.
That's true. Yeah. All right, well, let's go ahead and do our one good thing. Nathan, why don't you go first?
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's okay. I was gonna go with the cow guys.
You're not going with the cow.
No, I'm not going with the cow.
Okay.
I'm straight up going with the dick. This is straight up dick, unexpected dick scene, and it's like a good like. I mean that dick is a star of the movie for 30 seconds. I'm surprised it does not have acting credit.
It is full on center of frame,
Yeah.
and she just wraps her hand right around it.
Yeah, flops it around, twirls it around her head. She lassoed the moon like she was fucking Pecos Bill.
Spill.
Okay, first off, she did not. Second off, okay, I don't know.
I don't know what movie you were watching, but
Yeah.
I saw that.
I don't know if it was body double, if it was
Like a prosthetic.
prosthetic.
It seemed too
CGI?
It seemed too real.
I feel like it was prosthetic.
Yeah,
And
I agree, but I'm gonna be honest. I was a solid prosthetic. Wait,
prosthetic.
You did something, Nathan. I'm proud of you.
It was good. It was good.
So why the dick over the cow? Was it just because it was
Yeah.
unexpected?
Yeah, it was
why the meat
unexpected.
over the beef?
Plus, nobody milked that cow.
Nick, did you just say where's the beef?
I said why the meat over the
Oh.
beef.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's the other white meat, Jared.
That's fair. All right.
It was very funny and shocking for me.
My one good thing is most definitely okay. You guys know how I pick things out of the background all the time,
Yes.
and this movie is no different because there was some art up in the nail salon where Sue Ann, or also known as Ma, she's getting her pedicure, and I don't know, was it a mani-pedi or was it just a pedicure?
It's just a pedicure.
So there's some artwork up on the wall, and it's like the typical like nail salon shit, like flowers and women up on the wall, and then there's just this one on the end. It's a purple orchid with hands on both sides of it, as if it's spreading it apart. And
Like you do with your butt cheeks.
Yeah.
like you do with your butt cheeks, but we all know what flowers are supposed to symbolize.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
The flower's name was Mike Honcho.
Okay. Yeah, so it's just one of those random weird things you see in the background of a movie where it's such a throwaway. Like if you're not looking at the screen, you're going to miss it because it just goes by very quickly. And
It
I had
was
to
very
pause
quickly.
and rewind for you guys to see
Well,
it.
and the thing is, like, so when we looked at it, when you paused it for us, I really think that was 100% the point of that, because the other 4 paintings were very normal. There was nothing crazy about them, and they actually fit together almost like a set, and then bam!
And then that one
spreading some
odd
mix.
one out. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. I'm so glad you told us to go
Yeah,
back.
it's
for
just like
that.
random things in the background.
It was a porn lion.
No, that's not. It was an orchid.
Thanks, Nick.
Not even close.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, Jared. I think you got the best thing. That was great. I'm so glad. It was like
That was
literally
very
like
good.
finding treasure in this movie.
Yes. All right, Nick, what about you? What's your one good thing?
I'm gonna go with the character Chaz.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah, I knew
Chaz.
it.
No,
I
and I'm
knew it.
serious because seriously, because usually when you get a Chad character in a movie like this, they're so over the top that there's nothing about them that you're like, yeah, I can see why these people would actually hang out with this guy. And he was a douche, but I can understand why a bunch of teenagers would hang out with him. And usually you don't get a character that is actually well done that way when they're just making a douchebag character. So I like that. I actually felt like, he had moments where he's a complete piece of shit, but I was like, I could see why people would actually hang around with this guy rather than the dude that's like gonna, constantly just be like, dude, I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend as soon as you turn around. Ha.
Like, was Chaz's character very, I guess, resemblant of what you were in high school? Is that why you like the character so much?
Not at all.
No.
Like not even remotely like that at all.
Yeah, and Nick and I went to high school together, and
In the 30s.
In the 1930s.
no,
It was a very different time,
Yeah, it was a
Jared.
very different time.
We don't have time for it on this podcast, but we will tell you all about it on
It
another
was a
one.
time travel school. We don't want to talk about it because then we'd have to kill you.
Do you have clearance to know that?
It snuck up on me. I'm sorry, guys. Please include my surprise sneeze.
It was just
have
like that
vanity-
dick.
Have vanity
I was-
open
I was
before
legit-
the music
I was
starts.
trying to hold it because you guys were still talking, and I waited for you guys to stop talking to sneeze.
Well, Nathan, I think it's time to get into the kill breakdown. Oh, Jared, I'm so sorry for stepping on your shit. You got it.
You're a real fucking Chaz. Let's get into the fucking kill breakdown, Nathan.
All right, this is the fucking kill breakdown from Ma. So number 1 is Sue Ann runs Mercedes over with her work truck.
Epic.
Epic. That was fucking great. She ran her over. Her head fucking exploded like a watermelon on the pavement. It was awesome.
No, because
No, I
they
don't
showed a
think
shot of her
yeah, I don't
afterwards.
think it
But
did.
there was definitely a shit ton of blood that
There
came
was a
out
lot
of her
of
head
blood.
because there was a nice crack. When I say nice, I don't mean nice because a crack.
Well, if
someone's head is
anybody
just
knows
not
about a
nice.
nice crack, it's you.
Yeah.
It's you and whoever painted that flower.
I was gonna say Jared found the crack.
Yeah, he did. Number 2 is the veterinarian is killed by Sue Ann. We don't really know how, but she's like in a cage.
It looked like she had a slit across her throat.
Oh, see, I
it
did-
looked
I
like
just
there
saw
was
a lot of
blood on her
blood.
throat. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then number 3 is she cuts Ben's wrist and gives him a dog blood transfusion.
Yeah, which is weird. Like, why
Which-
are you going to cut his wrist but give him blood at the same time?
Well,
But not
okay.
just like anybody's blood, like any
She-
dog's blood. It's Maggie's dog's blood.
Yeah, she literally
Yeah.
she just said she was like, "You're a dog," and that's when she turn the like you know, I don't know, what do you do? Untwist the IV, like you open it up. I don't know, and allowed the blood to flow into him. Like she was like giving him dog blood to like make him more like a dog, and then she slit his wrist. It was fucking weird, but you know,
He didn't even have time to sniff butts or nothing.
Yeah,
and
that
then
sucks.
she also had him like completely tied up, and then gave him a tranquilizer.
And that's when we saw the dick.
Yeah.
All right. And then number 5 is number 4, sorry, is cop gets shot by Sue Ann.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 5 is maybe Sue Ann. We don't really know. And
Well-
as a general rule, if we don't see someone get killed, we don't count them.
You're completely skipping over Church Girl.
Oh shit! I did miss Church Girl, but
Did she actually die?
I don't think she actually died.
You know, I don't think there was a resolution. Did they, when they were escaping the basement, did she come up
they-
with them? Because if not, then they straight up left her there to burn.
Yeah.
I mean, she
she's
could have been
literally a throwaway character.
She could have been alive and just been pretending to sleep.
She could have been.
She was good at it.
She was good at
I'm
it.
gonna say she
All
didn't
her
die. She
training.
had to have been taken out, and we just didn't notice it. Because I can't even. I mean, they would have got her out, right? I fucking hope so. They're like, nah, she ain't one of us.
She's like, she know where she going.
God'll sort this one out.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Well, that's kind of bringing us into ridiculous moments, and I do kind of want
Yeah.
to talk about this character because it is, even though it's like a throwaway character, it's a good character.
Her name's Ashley.
Her name is Church Girl, and you refer to her as such.
I almost feel like somebody knew a girl like that did that. At,
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Or
yeah.
I guess we should say
Did
what
we
she
not
does
all
first.
know a girl like that?
That went and just passed out at parties so she could pretend she was drinking and then
No.
go home and not
Oh.
get in
Oh,
trouble?
no,
I definitely
no.
did.
Okay.
We have all known somebody though that got drunk. I'm throwing air quotes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Was so wasted at
Yeah.
a party after one drink.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But the whole, like, pretending to pass out and then just randomly waking up at times to be like, oh, actually, this is a fun song. I want to dance with my friends. That was hilarious.
Let's
Yeah.
kind of talk about this character a little bit more. So, in depth, who this character is, she goes to the parties. She doesn't drink because she's a church girl.
Yeah.
But she's,
Well,
the,
they said
she's
she
the
likes
daughter of
to-
a pastor.
Yes. And she likes to pretend that she is getting drunk and hanging out with the cool people and just kind of lays down on the couch and acts like she's passed out.
At like the beginning of the party.
Yes. At beginning of the party.
Beginning of the party.
But it is a very good callback whenever she is in the basement in the final scene where Maggie
Yeah.
wakes up and Church Girl is just fucking staring at Maggie like halfway acting like she's asleep.
yeah.
But she kind of picks her head up a tiny amount, like she
little bit.
might be getting ready to get up, and Maggie shakes her head like, no. And the
no,
chick's
no,
like,
no.
oh,
Yeah.
I know what comes next. And she closes her eyes and goes, pretends to go back to
Remember
sleep.
your training.
You're right, yeah.
Exactly.
She's like,
You
I
were
got
trained
this.
for this.
I've been waiting for this moment.
And then what happens?
I don't even know how she dies.
think-
I don't
Oh,
remember.
okay. So then Ma decides it's time to discuss Chaz's perfect skin.
Oh yes, this is
Takes
what
an
causes-
iron
That's right.
and
A hot
places
iron.
it
A hot
on his
iron.
skin to make it not so perfect,
Yes,
which is too much for our girl Ashley. And she's like,
Church Girl.
Church
sorry,
girl.
you-
Just church girl.
damn it, Jared, I know how much she means to you. Church girl says, fuck this. She probably doesn't. She says, geez, oh no, and then gets up and runs. And Ma, like the silent fucking assassin she is, just comes up behind and bam, hits her on the head with the
With the iron.
with the iron. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I didn't see like a death. They never confirmed any kind of death with her, so I didn't assume she was
I
dead.
don't think that she was ever addressed again. I don't think they showed her laying on the floor again, and I don't think when they were getting everybody out of the basement she ever showed up.
That's how little the writers and the director thought of her character.
Do you think that her character's body was just lifted to heaven, like
Yes.
Jesus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. There was the light came down.
Mm-hmm.
She went right up.
It was just off screen.
You know,
Well,
they
yeah.
they say that Elijah never died and that he rode a chariot of fire up into heaven.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Lord of the Rings.
No, there's not a character named Elijah in the Lord of the Rings.
But there's an actor.
This book is much shorter than the Lord of the Rings. so if Elijah
And
maybe,
the movies are way better.
maybe the fire when the candle got knocked over was started by Church Girl, but it was the Lord doing it, like the Holy Spirit did it, so that she could ride the fire up into heaven. so she could lay her head in Jesus's lap and pretend like she's wasted in heaven.
I have this picture in my head now where she is sitting at the right hand of the Father, and he is just stroking her hair as she sleeps.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like St. Peter's coming in going, oh man, she's been like that since we got here. I think we should take her. I think we should help her get in a cab or something. And then St. Luke is like, nah, dude.
And
She,
then-
she does this at every party.
And then Judas is like, I saw her open her eyes.
No, Judas wouldn't be there. That's not how the
Never.
Bible works.
You never know.
You don't know. You don't know.
They rewrote that chapter.
Just for this joke, yeah.
Just for this joke.
All right, one of my favorite moments was the very start of the movie when Maggie goes to school first day. She walks in, she's sitting in the library or the lunchroom. I forgot where she was. And that is the introduction of her friend Crew comes in. And what was the other
Haley.
chick? Haley grabs her phone and enters her phone number into it and is like, there, you can contact us. There's no way that she opened that phone.
She just
Maggie
did
didn't
it.
have it open. There was no facial recognition to unlock it. She just, bam, was in it.
She also did tell her immediately, like, hey, you do have a nice ass. 'Cause
Oh,
her-
that's
Yeah.
right.
because
'cause her
her mom
mom-
left her a note
Yeah.
on her lunch that said nice butt. Which,
I love your butt.
yeah, I love your butt. I love you.
Which is a weird note getting it from your mother.
There's a lot of butt stuff in this movie.
Look, if I could, I would like to get a note from my mom saying that she loves my butt.
Fair. There's the point when they're getting alcohol for the first time from Ma, who's also Sue Ann, and she recognizes that Andy is the son of like this boy from high school whose
Yeah.
name is Ben. And then Chaz, while they're sitting in the car, goes, she wants to sit over your whole entire face.
Your whole face.
She wants to sit on your whole face. And that was very funny. A
was
lot of
very
butt
funny.
stuff.
So one of the things I do want to mention is that
Yes.
Haley knows how to social media because
Mm-hmm.
Andy and Maggie and pretty much everybody else in the group had their last name on their social media. Haley did not have her last name on social media.
I missed that entirely.
Yeah. No, that was I pointed it out.
I listened to everything you say.
You said that's fair. That's fair.
Wait, did I respond to you saying that?
No, but
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
if you didn't hear me say it, then we might as well have been married at some point.
True.
Yes.
Patoom.
Uh,
Yes.
oh, I had one and then I lost it. Son of a bitch.
Where did it go?
I don't know, but it's not here. Oh,
I was gonna go whole face.
so okay. At the end of the movie, when our girl Ma has everybody locked up downstairs, right? A cop shows up because he saw a bunch of cars on the side of the street, and then also noticed that there was a ton of bottles in her yard.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to be honest, I don't think that cop's still pulling over to check on her house, but okay, so he does. So Ma ends up shooting him because he's going to, find out what's going on. And then I love the fact that to get her back upstairs later, her daughter is like, Mom, he's still moving. And Sue Ann's like, fuck that motherfucker. And like comes like running
Yeah.
up the stairs like, I always see a job through to the end. And then we don't know if he was moving or not. I'm assuming she was just saying that to call Ma back up
Yeah.
because they never show it. And so I'm assuming the cop just straight up died.
Oh yeah, the cop was dead.
Yeah. I don't know if they
Like
were.
he gets shot in the chest a couple times, but it didn't seem like he was wearing a bulletproof vest.
He was not, which is also a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's
small
obviously
town
not
like
Texas.
that. Yeah, I was gonna say small town like that. They may not.
Nope.
I don't know. If
Everywhere in
cops small
Texas,
towns-
you have to.
Oh, I actually didn't know. Is that a thing?
Saying,
was
I don't
like,
know.
oh, you really, fuck you. You really got me there. I was like, so just like, oh,
Yeah.
Nathan, tell me more. Bitch.
I don't honestly know. I'm not a cop.
Yeah, but Ma was completely, a cab for sure.
Dude, she was ready. She came up the stairs like, I thought I put that pig down.
Yep.
All right, well, what about the time when it's like the first party that they're in the basement and Ma pulls the gun out on Chaz and makes him strip in front of everybody.
Yeah, and then
We're talking about ridiculous moments, not great moments.
no, it's super awkward, and she's very intense.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Ha ha ha! The gun was here when we moved in. I don't even know if it worked."
Yeah.
And Chaz is all like, "You got me, Ma. You got me."
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. There is no fucking way that dude bounces back from that fast. His hands would be fucking shaking, bright red, heart going a mile a minute. Like, fuck off.
Oh, yeah.
Or he's just way, way braver than me.
But I mean, it is
Yeah.
a Chekhov's gun moment because it is the gun that she uses to shoot the police officer.
That's true.
Now let's pretend somebody here doesn't understand Chekhov's gun moment.
Yeah, let's pretend. Okay,
pretend.
Nick.
So
So if I
Chekhov's
didn't
gun,
know what that was, explain it to me like I'm stupid.
it basically says that if you're going to bring in an item, a weapon, that you're going to have to use it by the end of the movie. It's a dumbed down version of
Okay.
what it actually is.
I've actually never heard that before. Thank you. That's cool.
Yeah, it could be anything from like a threshing machine.
No, I the funny thing is, like, I fully understand that
Armageddon.
concept because it's something that I've noticed, right?
Yeah.
Just by watching movies. I just didn't know it had a name, which,
Yeah.
you know, if I'd thought about it for a second, I would have realized it would.
If you introduce it in a movie, you have to use it. Is
You know,
basically what
I feel like not all of our movies that we watch do that.
they don't because not all of them are good movies.
This is very true. Mhm.
Yes. But the good movies do use it.
Yeah, Lamageddon.
Lamageddon definitely brought back that grain thresher
Yes.
to kill the
Which
llama.
you called it on that one.
I
and I was
did.
very surprised because I was
Thank
like,
you.
there's no way that they're going to
Oh,
be
yeah.
that aware.
In the
And
first
I was
fucking
wrong.
scene. Yo, absolutely. That's a film school project.
Yeah, that's fair.
They're definitely going to be like, I'm going to do this to hit all the points.
I like so there's a scene where I can probably transition better than this, huh? Just keep going. I like where
You just jump right in, and I love it. I love the fucking energy. It scares me a little every time.
No, so there, all the kids come out of school, and I think it was the first time after the first time they'd been at Ma's house, and she has left them a care package of more alcohol, and then sends them a creepy ass video, which she does a lot throughout the movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
But she's hiding behind this brick wall that has a pretty good shot, like angle to look at these kids as they go to their car, so she can see the care package she left them. And she's sitting there and she sends them this video like, who needs to wait for a weekend? Let's get it tonight. Like, woo, come on, everybody. And she's just standing there. And the shot of her is the kids are like, dude, what the fuck is this? This is creepy. How'd she get our phone numbers? And I love the explanation.
Haley
She goes-
gives everybody her number when she's drunk.
And she goes, oh, yeah, I can't even say he's wrong about that. Like, she just died. And I was like,
She
I
just
love it.
completely owns it.
One of my favorite things about this movie is that these kids and a lot of the actions they make are totally justifiable for being kids.
Yeah.
They didn't make stupid choices because they needed to make stupid choices. They made
Yeah.
stupid choices that felt like kids would make.
Yeah.
And I'll say
It was
this
realistic
too.
in that.
This is kind of fun about the movie is I didn't feel like any of the kids deserved the punishments they got.
That is exactly what my point about Chaz was. is that
Because-
he was a douche, but
Yeah, and when Haley was kind of honestly, I didn't see what was really wrong with Haley.
no, she just was a very like, you know, she knew what she wanted and she
Yeah.
went and got things done. Like she
Yeah.
just was very like, look, I'm gonna get it done regardless of what, you know. She just my way or the
like
highway
I
kind of chick.
didn't think she was bitchy or anything.
No.
I
She
think
wasn't
she was just like
bitchy.
she was
She wasn't like
very
a s-
straightforward.
yeah.
She was like
One video was
hey,
a little bitchy.
No, the one when she was like, "Yeah, block her." Like she was because she's like, "No, I had to block her number because she
I mean,
was
she
hitting
was
me
the
up
first
constantly."
one that was like, no, Ma's crazy. Stop.
Maggie
going over
Maggie
this.
was
Because
first.
Maggie heard
Haley was second.
the chick up to her daughter up top, and Maggie was pooping or peeing. She was in the bathroom. I don't know why I had to say it like that.
Well, here's the thing: is that she could do one without the other, but the other one she can't do without the other one.
I think you're not giving Haley enough credit, Nathan.
No, that's fair. No, I actually thought Haley was a really great, strong character.
Yeah, I liked her.
And it's because we haven't gone over like what these punishments were. So she were you shaking your head? Oh, you're moving your hair.
Yeah.
I thought you were shaking your head at
Why?
me.
No.
Okay, so the first thing she does is she burns Chaz's like ab skin
Yeah,
with the iron,
which is so unfortunate.
because he has flawless skin and he's like a perfect or cute or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
She said
she
handsome.
sews Haley's mouth shut.
Fuck that. That always freaks me out,
And
man.
that was super gross. Really great special effects on that one.
Yeah, very good. Like I didn't like how good they were.
like
very good.
really
Yeah.
uncomfortable how good they were.
And it's basically to shut her up because
Yeah.
you talk too much.
And then for Darrell, she paints his face white
Quote.
Yeah.
because she says there can only be one of us
No.
in the group.
They've only got room for one of us.
Yeah, she says they've only got room for one of us, and it's like that is really uncomfortable.
Oh,
like,
dude, she's fucking batshit crazy.
yeah, it was just very, very uncomfortable. I mean, like, what the fuck is this? Like Degrassi?
I mean, there is some kid in a wheelchair.
It's true. It's a kid in a wheelchair. Oh man,
Do y'all remember what her name was? Because it was Ma's
it was
daughter.
Cece.
No, not even close. I'm pretty sure it was Angie.
No, it wasn't Angie. It was like
She was a solid actress.
We are. Jared's looking it up right now.
How
She
much
did a
do
really
you
good
want to
job.
bet that it was Angie?
It's not Angie. Okay.
It was Jeannie.
Jeannie.
Well, like, okay, so she actually seemed like she was a solid actress, right? Like, she always felt very timid and like she was kind of unsure of herself. Like, she was still kind of coming off of being fucking tranquilized with horse tranquilizer.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I will say too. I thought she would have a different role from when she's introduced into the movie. She's like in the wheelchair, and then she needs a little bit of a boost.
She kind of reminds me of Mr. Glass in like a there's just no she's nothing like Samuel L. Jackson, but she has this sort of somewhat possibly like insidious like air about her, which the first time you see her after that, I feel like it's not there at all. But there's something about her the first time that I feel like they almost wanted you to be like, something's a little wrong with this girl.
You knew that she would be coming back in the movie because there
Yeah.
was an actual conversation, and she had a line. She had more than just a line. It was like there was actually a conversation happening. So you knew she was coming back, but you didn't know where. And then they just kind of like give her to you, and like when she was standing there, I legit was like, "Oh my god, it's the ghost of Sue Ann."
Oh yeah, because the first time
she
we see
looked
her
almost
after
just like her.
that is when she is standing there and she's using the mask and she's hiding and scares the girls,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that is the first time or the second time you see her. I don't think you.
No,
her
that's the second
in
time you
between,
see her
right?
because,
Yeah.
because you have kind of forgotten about her at this point.
Right.
Like how they introduce her into the movie is like you're supposed to think that like maybe her and Maggie are gonna be like good friends or something.
Yeah.
Or like there's gonna be something, and then it's just really like nothing there.
The first time that I watched is what I thought it was going to be is she was going to become friends with. What did we just say her name was? Angie?
Jeannie.
I thought Jeannie and Maggie were going to become friends. The other kids were going to pull Maggie away from her and turn her into kind of a shitty person, and that's when Ma was going to be like, okay, I'll get these kids to come to the house and be your friend and everything. Like, that's the angle I thought it was going to go. I was wrong. First time for that ever.
You mean that you admitted
No,
it, or
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
yeah? Yeah, I just thought that was super funny with the mask. That's
was
also
just
very
that-
funny.
So whenever Jeannie comes back into the movie, when they're in the house and going through Ma's stuff and find like all the yearbook pictures and all that stuff,
Yes.
you question like who Jeannie is because she's not in her wheelchair anymore. And I think that was like their,
Well, it's
twist that
it's
they're
like
gonna-
it's like
they're gonna
Superman
give
with
you.
glasses.
yeah, exactly.
Well, when you really think about it, so essentially what happened was Sue Ann was like, look, I want to hang out with these kids, but I can't because I have a daughter. Like, she even specifically said, like, don't fuck up and ruin your life by having a kid. And as soon as she wants to start hanging out with these kids, her kid's out of school. She's sick all the time. She starts drugging her. She's like, the doctors don't know something's wrong with you. She's literally just trying to keep her in a state where she's just knocked out all the time so she can hang out with these kids. Like, this chick's even more twisted than just like burning people with an iron. And like, this is insane.
I mean, really, in all honesty, I liked the Jeannie character.
Yeah.
I liked I think pretty much all the kids, to be honest.
Yeah,
And as a matter of fact, I think I like the parents too, except for Ben.
No, Ben was
Ben-
awesome.
No, the dad. Sorry, Ben's
Yeah.
dad.
No,
No,
that's
Andy's dad. You're talking about Ben.
Oh,
talking
Ben.
about
Yeah.
Ben, yeah.
I didn't like Ben.
I didn't like Ben either.
Ben as an adult?
Yeah, Ben.
Not like Ben when he was a kid, but like when he was grown up. When he was
No,
a kid, he was
I
an
didn't like
asshole.
him. I didn't like him at all.
Yeah, I'm
Any-
not really sure we got
anytime.
enough of him as an adult to say he's gotten any better.
Yeah,
I
I
don't-
just it's just
Arguably-
the moment when he's like, "Hey, do you know what this is?"
That was cool. I will give you that. But that doesn't
he's
mean-
like, "This is a tracker. I have them in all of my vans, including Andy's, and I want to know what the fuck my son is doing at your house."
I very much love the way that he walks into that. He's like, "Oh, hey, Sue-Ann, I didn't know that you work here. Let's go get a drink. I just happened to walk into your vet." And she's like, "Fantastic. Yes. Woo, always wanted this." Goes to meet him. He shows up late, all like, "I'm so sorry I'm late. I got stuck at the office. Hey, we're good friends. Let's catch up. Hey, by the way, I caught you. You were at my kid was
Yeah.
at your house." He like really played that shit, man.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that's how that scene was going.
yeah, and
completely.
like here's the thing is that like that's pretty fucking badass.
Yeah. No,
that's a badass move.
When he okay, I'll give you this. He's still a piece of shit, but that really was a great scene.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he's like, if I catch my kid there again, I'm not calling the cops. I'm gonna handle this myself. And I like, I'll be honest, actor sold the shit out of it. I was like, "Oh, Ben gonna fuck you up, girl. You
Yeah.
better chill."
Oh yeah, and it was neat that she, in order to get him at the house, she tricked him by, and you do have this scene where she's looking up how to find a tracker on a car
Yeah,
on
so
her
you
phone.
know she went and got Ben's because he
or
had.
Andy's.
Damn it, yes, Andy's.
Yeah, Andy.
Because I mean, obviously, she had to get him there for his son's van.
Yeah.
That little bit, that one shot was all you needed, and that was actually very like a good little. Like,
it was
tidbit
super
for
cool.
us. Yeah.
It was kind of a cool thing that she did that because like anybody who works on their car knows that anything automotive you can find on a YouTube video.
Oh yeah,
Like a half of the shit that I know I learned from YouTube.
yeah.
So
Fun fact: do you guys know how to find a tracker on your car?
how?
No, because if I did, definitely get rid
Did
of
you
one
Google
on
it
the
too?
van if it worked. Let me tell you.
So you take some of there's little metallic flakes.
Oh, I know what you're
that you
talking
can
about. Yeah.
get- Yeah, and they're magnetic, and you would
Wait, really?
dust them on the side of your car, and if it sticks to the side of your car, it's because there's a magnet there.
Interesting.
Wow.
I'm really checking out your eyes to see if you're lying to me right now.
not
No,
lying.
you really don't. He's
he's
guys.
done it before.
I'm sitting him in the studio with Jared, and I don't think he's lying. So if you guys need to find a GPS on your car, find magnetic flakes, and you learned it here. You're
now
welcome.
it won't work on the stuff that's like under your car, but if somebody were to like stick it inside your trunk or something like that,
Or like on the
then-
inside of your
yeah.
fender,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
which is where it most
Wait.
likely would be anyway.
A lot of spy movies, that's where they put them. and they're trained for this, so
That's true.
I
Yeah.
think we train spies.
No, we don't train spies.
James Bond just walked up day one, no resume.
Yeah, that's it. I guess I'll just kill people. That's what I'll do.
No, literally, who are you? Bond. They're like, hired.
Got it. Nailed
But
it.
I didn't say my first
Like, I didn't
name.
fucking finish.
Just keep rolling. Keep rolling. You got it.
Okay, one of the things that I think it was Nick. No, maybe it was Nathan. I know it wasn't me. It was one of you
okay,
two.
cool.
Let's talk about horse sense.
Oh my
that
god.
Was Nick was super
Yeah, that was-
drawn to horse sense.
Well, like, okay, so Ma's already like wild. Okay. And then they
Like
show-
horses, like wild horses.
Aw. Yeah. Well, until we cage them. But so
We're cage horses.
Or date them,
Corral
if
them.
you know some of the people that we know.
So, Ma's crazy, and I get she works at a vet clinic, but who the fuck just wants their car to smell like a horse? Horses don't smell good. They don't. Ever. Maybe right after you wash them, but then they smell like fucking shampoo.
Look, I I'm really interested to know what this scent is.
Yeah.
Like, it's an air freshener that's dangling from her rear view mirror in
Yeah.
her truck. And there's like no reason to have horse scents in your car.
And the thing is, it's almost like it was branding because that fucking logo was there the whole time, like positioned looking right at the camera.
Yeah.
And I'm baffled by that because who the fuck buys it?
I don't know. I'm very interested to know if this is a real thing.
So horse sense is a real.
Fantastic! I knew I saw you on your phone. I was like, checking it out.
Horse Sense Inc. is a real company.
Did they sponsor this movie?
I don't think so.
I bet they sponsored this
But
fucking movie.
let me go to their website.
One of the $5 million
Have
US
a
dollars
horse
came
sense
from them.
question? Contact us. Oh, this
Yeah,
looks
no.
like this.
Did
looks
you
like-
contact them and
hang
just
on.
ask why, and see what they say?
Okay. Oh, no, there's the shop. Okay, I was like, hang on, why is it just like testimonials and proven results and instructions? So there's a scent strap. So this is for horses to make them smell better. Some sort of scent sack refill, sheepskin scent strap. You put it in their bridle over their nose, and it makes them have good smells. So this is not like an air freshener. Let me see if I can find an air freshener because
Then in that case, it actually kind of makes sense. She works at a vet clinic. She actually they actually like kind of nailed some details in this because she was taking all kinds of other shit from the vet clinic. So if it does smell good and is meant to just be for horses so that they smell good shit, I guess is what you're saying. I guess it makes sense. She'd be like, dude, why the fuck would I go buy an air freshener? I'm just gonna, swipe one from work for horses.
I guess that
I don't
kind of
know.
makes sense.
Best I got. She swiped a lot of shit from work.
She did.
And
yeah.
that's something I think of is that the vet clinic has it for that.
I
That's
found
the only best
Horse
I got.
Freshie.
That's not it. It was.
It's an air freshener for your car. It's called Horse Freshie, and they
So
look
are
like
you just
little
fucking
horses.
shopping Amazon while we're podcasting?
There's
Is that
horse.
what this
There's
is?
horse smelly. Horse smelly jelly car scent air freshener.
So we actually talked about the ending of this scene, but just before Ma pulls the gun on Chaz, he decides, hey, this is the first time we're in this woman's house. I'm going to tell her how to improve it. And he's like, you need a snack wall over there. You need
rugs
track
over
lighting.
here.
rugs, a couch there, like blah, 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 blah. And then she's like, yeah, I'll get right on that after I win the lottery. And it's kind of like, whatever, kid. And he gets in her face. Like, he's like, I'm going to intimidate you, bitch. And then he just goes, yeah, it's fine if you're not worried about being cool. And I loved it because this is the moment I fell in love with this character. I was like, this is something a kid in high school like that would actually think
Absolutely,
it's
yeah.
going to matter to an adult. And we're just like, don't give a fuck. Except Ma does, which drives the story. But
She does care about being cool.
She does.
I also like that they don't hide that she's crazy.
yeah, not
like,
at all.
Yeah.
Like she there's something wrong with her the entire movie.
There's no twist. It's not like we got you. Ma's a crazy person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like, oh, she's super cool and then suddenly she's like crazy. No, she just sucks.
When the parents have appropriate reactions when they, well, I don't know if Ben's was quite that appropriate, but Maggie,
Erica had
mom, Erica's was very fucking appropriate. She just finds her in a liquor store and is like, stay the fuck away from my kids.
She's
That's totally appropriate.
Yeah, because she was like, oh, you're just jealous. She's like, you don't understand. There are children involved. And then she was like, oh, it's because you're not the center of attention.
Yeah.
You're on the outside looking in, and I'll tell you, from the inside of everything, from the center of everything, the view is awesome.
Yeah, it's literally like what parents fear could happen, and then they're like, fuck it, make that movie. Like, what happens if your kids go hang out at some random person's house?
Yeah. This is definitely like a modern day after school special. Are you guys too young for after school specials?
No, I am not.
Yes.
Okay. It was basically like this.
They didn't have them when we were in school together in the 30s.
Back in my day, we didn't have television.
I had to walk uphill both ways.
We used to have to party in this old lady's basement. She went to high school with my mom.
There is definitely a time where Ma fakes that she has cancer
Oh,
to get
God.
pity from
Yes,
the kids.
I forgot about this. I was going to bring this up.
And it's one of those things that's like brought up for one scene and not talked about again.
Not true. Ben actually does bring it up as sort of when
'Cause-
Maggie's like, "Hey,
yeah.
we saw these like really crazy." She cut out all of our photos and pasted them together, like, and to make like a collage.
Oh,
Like,
you mean
you're-
Andy, not Ben.
God, one day I'm gonna get that name right.
Bendy.
But it is
Not-
not this day.
It will not be on this podcast.
So yeah, definitely not. But Andy did bring it up, like, hey, that medicine makes you do some crazy shit. My mom did some crazy stuff before she died. And again, a teenage girl who just started dating this guy is not gonna question that anymore. She's gonna be like, shit, like maybe I shouldn't push this. Like he's dealing about this with his mother. Like again, that made sense.
And that's how she reacted.
yeah,
She backed
and
off.
I was like, watching this movie continually, I'm like, dude, these kids act like kids. Like this actually makes sense. Unlike our hero in the last movie we watched.
yeah.
He wasn't a kid, but
Yeah, because he was totally like, yeah, my mom died of cancer, and I gave away my box full of toys with like my cowboy and my spaceman.
what?
It's a deep cut Toy Story reference.
That's what I thought.
Okay, so whenever Sue Ann goes over to Maggie's house and is talking to her mother, there's this moment where Erica and Sue Ann hug, and she gives Maggie this fucking "I'm watching you, bitch" look,
Yeah,
and it is intense.
yeah.
Yeah, the actress that played her, I know.
Octavia Spencer.
Yeah, I've seen her in some other stuff, but nothing's really like coming to.
She did that Thunder Force with.
Did not watch that.
Oh, that movie's fucking great. I'll give that a skull right now, even though it would never be a movie we would watch for this.
But she did a really good. It actually closest thing I could compare it to would be like Dexter, going from like, look, all right, I seem pretty fucking normal to I flip it, and now my ass is insane. She flipped very quickly in scenes, and I thought she did a good job with that.
Yeah, because like when she had the gun, and this was one of my favorite lines from the movie, is she has the gun and then she's like, I don't even know if this thing works, and she goes, "What, do y'all think I'm Medea or something?"
Yeah.
That shit made me laugh so hard because I'm like 98% positive she has been in a Medea movie. Like 98%.
I don't know. It's possible.
I don't know. I don't want to look it up though because I'm lazy. But I do know she was in Thunder Force with Melissa McCarthy.
One of the things that I am still kind of questioning, like, why was she stealing jewelry from everybody? Oh, you know what? I think I got it.
To be more like the cool
The
girls
earrings,
from high school.
the earrings were
Erica's.
from Erica, which is Maggie's mother.
Mm-hmm.
The ring was from
Haley's grandmother.
mom.
Grandmother. It was Haley's grandmother's ring.
Yeah. So then maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, and then there was the other girl she took the bracelet
she took
from.
a bracelet
and
from, and I
she-
can't remember where.
Yeah,
she got
Elizabeth
it.
was
Well,
not connected with the other.
she got
Look at
it-
me pulling names out.
I don't
Shit.
remember. She was giving it to a gift by I think it was a family member, but that character was literally brought in for that party to have that bracelet
Yeah.
and then it be on Ma later, and so
Yeah.
there really wasn't anything else with her. So yeah, I think it's what you said.
I
It's
think
what these popular kids were
it's
wearing,
what
and
the
so she
popular
wanted
kids were
it.
wearing, and
Yeah.
she wanted it.
That's the
Yeah,
She
I
wanted to be one of the popular kids.
I guess. Was Maggie really one of the popular kids, or was she just adopted by the popular
well,
kids?
she was the one with Ben. Yeah, Andy, I did it.
You got so excited in that moment, and you were way off.
But she was with Andy, and that was Ben's son,
Yeah.
and so I think that's why. Right? I mean, that makes sense. She's like, "Fuck you," although it is kind of strange because then she said to Erica she killed Mercedes for
She
her.
did mention that. That was a weird thing, is that she mentioned killing her, and she didn't go to the police in that moment.
Well, she just said, "I took care of you." I guess
took
nobody
care
knew
of
she had
Mercedes
been
for
run
you.
over.
Well,
yet.
yeah, she. What she said, kind of muttering under her breath, was like, "You
Yeah, that's fair.
ungrateful bitch! Like I took care of Mercedes for you, and
Yeah.
you know you don't even care." And she was kind of muttering it as she was walking away,
To
not
be
really
fair,
talking
though,
to Erica.
She
and
said it,
Erica
but she said
did
it loud
hear
enough,
her.
and Erica
Yeah.
heard it. So-
But
And she didn't
she
say
doesn't
thank
know
you.
what's going on. She doesn't know that Mercedes is missing and is dead and was
Yeah,
run
to be
over.
fair, we don't know the time difference, like how much time passed between those two things. I kind of assumed it was supposed to be like the next day, and it does seem unlikely that
yeah,
she wouldn't have heard. But
yeah, I assume that like this whole movie took place over the span of like maybe a month, if even that long.
Yeah, maybe.
wouldn't Ben have known Mercedes died though? Unless he just like was like, okay, I'm done.
No,
with you.
because he didn't care about her.
No,
Yeah,
she
but I
was
just kind of
a
got
fuck
the
buddy.
Yeah, but he did say fuck buddy. I just kind of got the impression she was staying at the house and shit.
No.
But no, yeah, he did say fuck buddy.
Ben called Andy called her a fuck buddy.
I-
Damn it, you got me doing it now.
I wish I could say that was on purpose. I'm gonna say it, but nobody will believe me.
No.
So the first time that Maggie comes out with all the kids, and they're like, "Oh, hey, the party got canceled, so we're just gonna drive around and
We're gonna
drink."
hang out in Andy's van.
My girl Haley hands Maggie a vape pen, and is like, "What? You don't vape? It's great. It's cotton candy." And then she says, "No, like I'm okay." And Haley goes, "No, it's fine. You can vape until you're like 25 and then quit, and nothing will happen to you." And I love
Yeah.
that she's so innocent. She thinks that. She's not innocent, actually, but
No.
she has another line later where this chick is like, "I remember why she got the bracelet." That girl comes in and goes, yeah, he got me this for our 5-month anniversary, so I let him finally go down on me. That dude, it was a bribe. He was like, "I've been trying to get in the pants."
And what was Haley's response?
That's what I was getting to. She goes, "How did you wait 5 months? How did you
that
wait?"
long?
She was a great character.
Haley was a great character.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. I enjoyed.
Yeah, I think Chaz and her
I
had a
enjoyed
good
it
time
like most
together.
characters in this.
Yeah, honestly, I really don't like Ben. I would say is okay. Mercedes, fuck that bitch. I didn't like her, but nobody was
Nobody
supposed to like
did,
her. She
yeah.
was literally there to be the annoying fuck buddy for Andy's
Yeah.
dad, Ben.
Yeah, the only time she was sober in the movie is when she got run over by Ma.
We think. Who knows? Maybe she had a flask in there too.
Yeah,
You know
who
what I'm saying?
knows?
In that
Who knows?
tracksuit, she just got a
Maybe.
flask.
She had one of those wine sports bras.
I didn't know
It
they
seems
made
very
those,
difficult to go running in, but I choose to believe that is exactly what she was doing.
I know that there are like wine bras, but I don't know if there's sports bras. I just made that up on the spot. But
Oh,
hey,
as far
I'll
as
go with
sports
it.
bras, I would assume if they make other wine bras, which they do, somebody somewhere is like, well, we gotta do it for
Oh,
sports
we
bras
gotta do
too,
it,
right?
yeah.
I mean, they have to.
Please, guys, it's a wine zier.
A wazir.
It's a wazier.
And now we start a business.
Yeah, we start a business called the Wine Zier. It's about the tannins, guys.
All right, I think that's going to bring us into ratings. What are you? What
I
are
don't
you
think
rating
that it
this?
brings us into ratings yet. I have more.
Oh, then
I'm just kidding. I don't.
He wants
Oh,
to talk
gosh.
about the tannins.
No, I was ready to talk about the butthole flowers. Sorry, I stepped on your toes.
All right, Nick. What are you going to rate this movie?
Gonna give it a skull. I liked
All
it.
right.
I pushed you guys to watch it because I'd seen it once, loved it, wanted to watch it again. So yeah, skull it is.
Yeah.
All right, Nathan.
I'm definitely giving it a skull. This is super fun. Had a lot of fun watching it. I would watch it with other people. I would recommend it to people to watch. Great movie. A lot of fun.
All right.
Jared?
I am going the same. I'm giving it a skull. So that's 3 skulls. There are
Wait.
some times where it's a little boring to me, and I was, catching myself on the phone, like doing some other stuff. But in a whole, I think it's a pretty fun movie. It's pretty interesting.
In a hole.
In a
This-
whole,
In a hole.
Compared
In the
to
basement.
a lot of the stuff that we watched,
In a
this
flower.
actually is kind of strange to say, but this was kind of a character movie. Like they actually were like, look, if this is gonna
We're
work,
gonna create
this
these
needs
characters
to
and
these
develop them.
they
Yeah.
need to be characters, and so it does drag because it takes a long. It's only about the last like 20 minutes that Mom
Yeah.
really loses her shit.
we don't get
and
the
it
first
pops
death
off.
until like after an hour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, Mercedes dies. Yeah, I think it's at about like the hour and 5 minute mark. It's a long time. But if you're actually paying attention to like what's going on, what the kids are doing, the choices that are being made, I think it's a very fun movie.
And I think that's one of the reasons why I like it so much is because it's not one of those movies that's like the kids are just making these stupid decisions. Like they're making legitimate decisions that people would make in real life.
I truly believe they made better decisions than I would have at that age.
And you know what? Nobody's tripping over roots in the forest or anything, and that's always great.
Yeah, matter of fact, they all handle, because they even had, she put them all in leashes and like choke collars and was like leading them around and like, they were like, okay, I don't know. I felt like the handling of the whole scene was pretty good. Like you're like, all right, we can't just run out of this. So we have to try and wait this out, figure it out. Like I thought it just was a good movie.
Yeah.
Almost like a Saw moment.
Yeah, a little bit,
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
Where you couldn't run away. They were
You had to
definitely
figure it out.
stuck there, and that was very cool.
Yeah, you got to solve your fucking problem. You're like,
Solve
can't
your
just get out of this.
problems. 3 skulls.
Check that math one more time for me. Yeah, it was 3. I rounded the 1. Carried the 0.
What?
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. If you want to join in the conversation, if you want to watch the movie, you want to talk with us about it, or if you don't want to watch the movie, do whatever you want. We'll just talk about it anyway. You can find us on TikTok at Spoop Squad Podcast. You can find us on Twitter at Spoop Squad. You can find us on Facebook at The Squad Podcast, or you could email us at spoopsquad@gmail.com. Fuck me in the butt.
What?